Hi Retro Crew. In this video we're going to be discussing one of the great mysteries from Ocarina of Time.
I'm Matt.
I'm Brian, and we're the Retro Sons.
What is this? Who wrote the message in the bottle in Lake Hylia? That's what we're talking about today. We don't normally do theory videos.
Why not?
I was playing the game again recently, and when I got to the bottle, it made me think, who actually wrote the note?
Yeah, I never really thought about it much myself. I just assumed it must have been Ganon, maybe. I don't know what his motivation would be.
Yeah, well, I thought it was, what's her name there first?
Rudo?
Yeah, but then when you get to her in the castle, she said, or the belly in Jabu Jabu, she said she didn't write it.
A mystery.
Who knows if she's telling the truth, though? Maybe she's just trying to play it off. I don't know.
Yeah, I have two theories of who wrote the message.
Mm-hmm.
Either she wrote it and she was embarrassed and she didn't want to say that she actually needed help.
Yeah.
Or Ganon wrote it so Link could find it because he was following him. He thought he held the keys to open the door of time. So he did it so he would get the spiritual stone. That's a lot of work and a lot of coincidences and a lot of things happening.
Yes, but a lot of coincidences is a pattern.
If I had to guess, I'd say it's just Rudo, and she was embarrassed to admit that she needed help.
Yeah, because she always goes in Jabu Jabu, she said.
Yeah. What exactly did the note say? Like, I've gone to feed Jabu Jabu or something like that? Or
I don't remember exactly what it
not
said.
exactly, but I guess, what was the gist of the note?
It was that she was stuck inside Jabu Jabu and she needed help, I think.
Oh.
We'll write exactly what the note said somewhere around here.
So, somewhere on screen.
Yeah, it'll say what the note said, but pretty sure it just said she needed help.
Please help me.
I don't know, I couldn't see Ganon planning that far ahead and then, like, having everything go right. Like, what are the odds Link would find that bottle in Lake Hylia?
Yeah, right.
Just on the bottom of it.
Not very likely.
I just can't fathom what his idea would be to write a message in a bottle from Rudo and have hope that Link finds it.
Yeah, I couldn't either.
Wasn't Link kind of going there anyway? He was collecting the things to open the...
My guess is that Rudo wrote it and she was just embarrassed that somebody actually came, or she was embarrassed she needed help.
Yeah, or she just didn't seem to like Link too much in the beginning anyway, so she probably wasn't going to be too honest with him. Like, she didn't want his help, so she just denied writing it and tried to get rid of him.
Well, she probably thought one of her friends was going to come help her, not some random stranger.
Exactly.
And she was just embarrassed.
She needed help.
At least Link got himself a bottle out of it,
My
didn't he?
main theory, but Ganon's plan is kind of weird in Ocarina of Time.
Maybe I'm not familiar with the whole story. I know he wanted Link to open the Temple of Time so he could...
Yeah, he needed the 3 spiritual stones and the Ocarina of Time to open it.
That's a lot.
He had so much magic and he poisoned the tree and killed it. Then he poisoned the Jabu Jabu. He didn't die though, but couldn't he have just got the spiritual stones other ways?
Yeah, you'd think.
But then the Ocarina of Time, that one, I mean, he did kill the king, so he could have just killed everyone and stolen that too.
Yeah, he tried getting it from him, and he was chasing Zelda out of the castle.
Castle?
And then she threw it. Luckily, he didn't see that, or he could have just gone back for it.
Yeah, well, he didn't see where they went either, and he was right behind them.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I don't know, it was a weird plan. It worked out for him, but
yeah,
there was so many things that had to go right for that plan to work.
Too many!
I guess people just didn't think about it too much back in 98 when it came out.
Still a good story, though. I don't know if Ganon would have the Song of Time either to open the door.
Oh, right.
Because he needed that. And once you get the Ocarina, you learn it.
Oh, you got it.
Yeah, maybe he's just really desperate and not thinking things out clearly.
No.
Although you'd think he would, since he's like this big evil mastermind guy.
My guess is that Rudo actually wrote the note and she was just embarrassed about it. I couldn't see Ganon writing a note and
putting it
in a bottle and hiding it in Lake Hylia and hoping that Link stumbles across it.
Yeah, you'd think he'd use more direct route.
Yeah.
Kind of like threaten Link, or I don't know.
It's just like the port key at the end of that one Harry Potter movie.
Oh, yeah, Goblet of Fire.
Yeah, like so much had to go right for that to work out the way Voldemort planned it.
Yeah, right, I know. Made for a good story, though.
Yeah. The odds of that actually happening are way, way, way less than it not happening.
Yeah, I know.
You all know.
Like, he could have just turned anything into a port key that would send him to that graveyard.
Yeah.
If you think about it.
Well, he had Mad Eye Moody guy there the entire time. Just have him snatch Harry in a night or something.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. He could just do that.
Something.
Something, anything.
Turn something into anything lying around, into a port key that would take him there. Why do you have it so it would go back to the school too? Usually port keys are one way.
I don't know. Just for the story.
Yeah, I guess so.
Anyways, back to Ocarina.
It's about time.
Yeah, I thought that was weird when I saw it this time. I never thought of it that way before. I'm like, who actually wrote that note? Because she said she didn't when you get to her. I don't know. It never tells you who did.
No, it doesn't. I wonder if they knew who really did it when they were making the game, or if they just put it in there.
There's no way to tell.
But like I said, I think she was just embarrassed that she had to write the note. Because she said she goes in him all the time, but now there's holes and electric eels and everything all over the place.
Way more dangerous.
Yeah, no matter what angle I look at it from, I can't understand why Ganon would do such a thing and take
I
such an
can't
indirect
either.
route. So
Yeah,
the most obvious thing to me is that Rudo did it and she was just embarrassed, which we keep saying, but
yeah. Or maybe there's just a third route we're not looking at. But those are the only two things I can think of that would happen. Who else would write a note saying to be Rudo?
I don't know. Unless her father did it just because he knew she was in trouble and she wasn't going to ask for help.
And he didn't want to ask for help either. He
Yeah.
didn't want to ask
Yeah.
someone he didn't know for help.
Could be. Because he seemed pretty willing to let Link in, but wasn't he surprised when Link showed him the note?
Yeah,
He could have been acting it there, but
yeah.
Just act natural.
I like how slow he moves over.
yeah. Yeah.
It takes like 2 minutes for him to move out of the way.
Yeah, he's not too concerned with her safety, I guess.
No. Well, he's big, so he must move slow.
Yes.
But yeah, so the only thing I can think of, it's got to be that Rudo wrote it and was embarrassed.
Yeah, that's the only thing that really makes sense.
The most logical thing in the world.
Like you said, maybe the king did write it, but why would he send it out to Lake Hylia?
Maybe because there was no one within Zoro's domain who could do anything about it, so he was like sending out a...
Help message?
Yeah.
You think somebody else could go in and help, but maybe
Everyone else revered Jabu Jabu too much and they didn't want to. I don't know.
that could be.
Highly unlikely.
I don't know either.
I'll have to think on it more.
Yeah.
I've never looked to see if there's any videos or anything talking about it, so I'm going into this thing blind. This is my own thoughts.
I never really thought about it until you brought it up to me.
Yeah.
That's why I seem so ill-prepared and I just keep rehashing the two possibilities.
Yeah.
Or the third one that I just came up with on the fly.
Well, I think Ganon doing it was just a crazy idea. Like,
Yeah.
that's the only other thing I could think of besides Rudo doing it, though.
Yeah.
Like, he knew somehow Link would find it and make his way in and get the stones he needed.
Yeah. It could have been just a desperate last-ditch effort on his part instead of trying to direct route.
Messy.
Too messy.
Very messy.
Maybe he knew Link was too brave and pure to fall for threats or anything like that, so he just trying that. I don't know.
Yeah.
So it's a real mystery.
Maybe he knew Link needed a bottle to get a fish to get in Shampoo. So he
Maybe.
put the message in a bottle that he would need.
Yeah, that could be.
That's just crazy.
I mean, putting a bottle in the entire world for someone to find, though,
Mm-hmm.
like, it's kind of crazy.
I just said that.
There's just a lot left to chance, like you
Yeah.
said.
Yeah, I can't see that being a possibility, but I don't know, maybe he has some foresight or some, I don't know.
Yeah, some kind of way to make things
Premonition
go.
or-
Yeah. Some kind of way to make things go the way he wanted.
Because stuff like that does happen. I mean, Zelda had a dream that told her Link was coming. Maybe Ganon has the same thing.
Oh, that's possible,
I
yeah.
don't know why he would dream of something so weird.
I don't know.
Like, not his fate or something, like Zelda did, but
Different, but same.
I don't know, maybe because they all have a piece of the Triforce, it links them all together and they can
kind of see what
the other person
Yeah,
might be doing, yeah.
future events.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, that could be.
Yeah, because they're all kind of like bound together.
It's their fate.
Three sides of the same coin.
Yeah, it's a weird looking coin.
Maybe it's one of those Dungeons and Dragons die. It's like a D3.
Oh, maybe.
I don't know if that's possible.
Yeah.
I think D4 is the smallest you can go, isn't it?
I don't know. Isn't it like a little pyramid thing? Could be a D3.
That would have 4 sides, though.
That's not the point of this video.
Perhaps that proves my point.
Alright. I think that's all I can think of.
Yeah, I think we've pretty much theorized all we can on that and came up with the most logical.
Yeah, I gotta say that Rudo probably did it. Either that or her father, like you said. Maybe he knew she was in trouble and nobody in the kingdom would help.
Yeah.
So he sent out for help.
Could
And then
be.
it's just acting, but that's, I don't know. Those are the only things I could think of, but I couldn't see Ganon doing something so,
Yeah, he's the least likely.
yeah.
It's gotta
that's
be
the least.
Zora-centric.
That doesn't make sense.
Or they just did it in the game and they wanted to make people question it.
It
So,
could be, yeah.
That's another option.
Well, that's infuriating.
Yeah, they do that a lot though in Zelda games. Alright, so let us know what you think. Let us know if you think it was Ganon or King Rudo or Rudo herself. Or what is his name?
King
Zora. Yeah, or Rudo. Like, comment, subscribe. There'll be an orb over here. Watch one of these 2 videos, and we'll see you in the future.
To talk more about the past.